Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's episode of Kicking It with Victor, we'll be talking about the English Premier League title and how the race to the top is shaping up. We noticed how Arsenal ran riot over the weekend, yet they just topped the table with goal difference. They and Liverpool share the points, but they have at least four tough games going into the rest of into the end of the season, and those games are Chelsea, Spurs, Aston Villa, and Manchester United. Those are going to be the games that could decide if they end up being title holders or they would not win the league. Now, moving on to the Manchester United and Liverpool game, that was a very interesting game that I really was hoping that we were not going to lose. Yes, I am a Manchester United fan, and I went into that game with some fear. And I'm glad that we shared the spoils in the end of the game. Although during the course of the game, the referee made some calls that were faulty, because how is that a pen, for God's sake? But let's move on. That is past. But for me, the players that I would want Manchester United to build a team around are the likes of Kobe. He really could be given much play time because he's a decent backup centre back for the team. But Kobe was quite excellent. Garnacho also has a lot of energy. But I think that our midfield and wingers need to do a lot to provide service to our striker in Rashford. Now, we saw how City 2 played over the weekend. They have some decent games going forward, but just like I said in my very first episode of my channel, that City's goal might be to do a double in the Champions League. And talking about the Champions League also, Manchester City will be playing Real Madrid today. We know that Manchester City is the current defending champions in the UEFA Champions League, but Real Madrid shouldn't be written off because they also have won the Champions League 14 times. There's a funny news going on around in the media that Real Madrid has requested from UEFA that they want to actually close the stadium to increase the noise, so it could be a form of disturbance to Manchester City. But we know who Manchester City is. They have some very good players in the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, who just returned back from injury and got into the team as if he never left. We also have Erling Haaland, the likes of Bernardo Silva, and most likely, I think their goalkeeper is back now. And they have a very superb coach. I think Pep currently sits on top of the pecking order when it comes to coaches. But in Madrid, we also have old Carlos. Carlos has been doing spectacularly well with Real Madrid. We also have the likes of Vini, Rudiger, Toni Kroos, and Modric, who could just do something crazy and the whole game changes. But I'm looking at that game. I see a lot of goals. It's not going to be a repeat of Manchester City running riot against Real Madrid like that of last season. I see them doing some really solid displays in the match, and I just hope that there's going to be goals and it's going to be a cracking game to watch. Now, Arsenal are also playing today, and they are playing Bayern Munich. Now, we've seen how Bayern Munich has performed over the weeks, with their coach thinking about leaving. In fact, I think he's going to leave. Now, Bayern Munich has lost out in the Bundesliga race, and that's sad to see. They've been consistently there all this while. But let's see how they perform today, because they are coming to play an Arsenal team which is very vibrant. They are quite vibrant in what they are doing, and I think they also have a goal to get far in the Champions League this season. Let's all see how these games end up after they've played. Thank you for watching. Kindly subscribe and hit the notification bell if you've not done so. See you soon.